Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. I hope everyone is doing well. This is Friday, but I did tape this on Thursday, just so you know. I suspect a lot of you might be watching the Olympics today, if you're into that. So if you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up or thumbs down. I don't even see when you hit the thumbs down. I just, boost my algorithm either way. Kind of same thing as, when you leave comments, that helps my channel. But if you leave a nasty one, that still brings me in revenue. I always say that to, like the haters out there. Either way, you're giving me, a boost. So I appreciate it. If you do want a reading, I have a few readings left in August, towards the end of August, DianeAquarius.com. And please check out membership. Members, I did put out links. We are channeling Raha Shah on Tuesday. And that's for Awaken Your Mind and Above. And then for my angel members, we're channeling Archangel Barakiel, who is the angel of blessings. And I have something exciting that one of my Hebrew speaking members sent to me, something that I did not know. So they just always said, you can call us Raha Shah, right? That they are a part of the Ra Collective who wrote the Law of One books. And I never knew what Raha Shah meant. I didn't really think about it too much. But we know Ra, has to do with like the sun god and all of that. And the Ra do take, credit for helping build the Great Pyramid. But Ha in Hebrew means the. And Shah is a derivative of like time, like an hour. And so and it's funny because like this particular collective specializes in communicating with us now at this transitory period. So like now is the time. So I love that. Thank you for sharing that with me. I appreciate it. So today we're going to be looking at the Republican Party and 45. And I'm going to tell you what I've been looking at, how, why, because I did tell you that we did jump timelines. For my members, if you want to know more about timelines or if you're interested in membership, there is the manifestation course where I teach you how to jump timelines. The last time I really mentioned timelines on my channel was before Amy Coney Barrett became a Supreme Court, justice. And it was like 2 weeks before she got like sworn in and all of that. I said, look, we're jumping timelines. Something has shifted, something changed. She's getting in. And so we did shift timelines again with Biden, not being in the race and Kamala is, right? So that's another timeline shift. So now all those previous readings was for that particular timeline that I did, right? So I wanted to see what is going on with the Republican Party and 45 at this time. So as you know, I am an ex-military remote viewer. And I do believe that you have to just look at a code of letters and numbers and jump into that energy. That's how I am trained. Because if you know what you're looking at, then you're going to be biased. So I have a friend that sends me a bunch of different codes. I will ask her, make sure one is encoded with this, right? And I wanted to look at the upper levels of the Republican Party, right? The ones that we don't know, the ones that are behind the scenes, not the elected politicians. I call them the dark suit people. The Democratic Party has them too. I don't know who these people are, but they seem to have a lot of power and control, right? When we talk about that 1%, the elite, they're kind of like beyond that. So I wanted to see what they were thinking, what they were plotting and planning, what they were thinking. So my friend sent me the typical, she always sends me one of Disneyland. She sent me one of a local store that was having like a going out of business clearance sale. It was hilarious because I saw like well-managed chaos at a store. Like people were lining up around the block and yeah, they was getting their bargains. And one was looking at these folks that, sort of control the Republican Party behind the scenes. And so I got to see a few things. Now, let me tell you, as a remote viewer, they can sense when I'm there. Okay, so I don't get huge, long, like say Disney, you can spend hours examining Disney. You have to know what you're trying to get and you get in and you get out with it. So what I got was, and I think I've predicted this in the past, and not just me, but I think other people too, 45 having a heart attack. It is not fatal, okay? But I mean, I don't know how psychic you have to be for an elderly man in his state to have a heart attack, right? All those cheeseburgers and soda does something to you, right? So they know that this is about to happen before the election, okay? And in front of them, they see two paths. One path, they hide it. They hide that anything is physically wrong with 45, and they try to just push forward. The other path, they use it to get rid of him because they do not want him, especially now that Kamala is in the equation. They do not want him, right? Even he is saying before he was saying anytime, anywhere, I'll debate. That's all changed. He's now saying I'm not doing September, right? So now that it's Kamala who can string together a sentence or two, right? And then some, she is a fantastic, speaker. He is saying, no. And so, but now they're saddled with this guy and they don't want that. They do not want that. And so they may use it to get rid of him. And they are looking at white female candidates to replace him. So I do not know which path that they're going to take. And I'm not going to try to pretend that, because they don't know. They don't know. I saw them, having discussions and trying to figure this out. Which way do we go once this event happens? And I'll have to ask some of the astrologers out there when it'd be likely that this would happen. If it hasn't happened already, I don't know. But, which path do they take? Do they hide it and keep pushing him on? Or do they use this as an excuse to let someone else come in? Okay, so here's what I'm going to ask the cards. Is 45 going to be there in November? Are people going to be, are they going to be able to vote for him? All right. And this might give us a clue. Now, it's tough because this is changing. This is evolving, right? Timelines are shifting. But let's see what is the most likely outcome. Will people be able to vote for 45 come November? Will they be able to? Okay, I'm going to read the cards to you. Page of Cups. The obstacle is the Sun. For those, someone said that they don't understand the spread that I do. The first card is at what's at the heart of the matter. The second card is the challenge. And then the next cards are the outcome cards. Hermit. This is outcome. Knight of Cups. So interesting. Page and Knight of Cups. 7 of Cups. Bottom of the deck. 7 of Wands. Okay. So what does this tell us? So cups are about relationships. Now we're asking about a single person, right? I'm asking, is 45 going to be someone that people could vote for? Is that a possibility? Can they vote for him? And I'm getting stuff about relationships and new opportunities, right? Both of these, the cups are full, they're upright, new opportunities. There's a newness with this. The Sun being the obstacle, the Sun is like a new beginning, enlightenment, the truth. There's a sense of purity and, new beginnings with this. And that all of a sudden becomes an obstacle. So they're trying to, I think the cards are reflecting their actual decision-making process. The Hermit, I'm going to take it in one of two ways here. One, 45 is left out in the cold. He's all by himself like the Hermit. Or 2, there's more for us to learn and find out about this. Okay. This is a learning process, right? Because that's the whole thing with the Hermit. He is on this learning expedition, and that lantern lights up just what's in front of him. Okay. It's not a big projection with the Hermit. It's just what's in front of him. They don't know. 7 of Cups. The card of indecision. 7 of Wands, they're fighting and arguing about this. So let me tell you, he may not be on the ballot. Now, this could be good, this could be bad. You know, I think we need to look at it in both ways, because here's the thing. When Biden was on the ticket for the Democratic Party, the Republicans were very relaxed. They didn't have a strong strategy. They weren't worried about debates and this and that. They were pretty calm and relaxed. Now they're like, oh boy, now we have like a real candidate to contend with, okay? So if we stay on this trajectory, will a Republican candidate win in November? Will a Republican candidate win if we stay on this path that we are currently on? Will the Republicans win? I mean, like, the Three of Swords just wants to keep jumping out there. Okay, the cards are getting super jumpy. Okay. Two of Swords, the card of indecision. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, things have kind of shifted and changed. The obstacle, Page of Pentacles. Hearing, news, right? Pages deliver news. This news would be financial or health related, right? Because Pentacles is not just money. It's in the obstacle position, okay? Outcome cards. There's more to learn. The Hermit. The Fool. Have they acted foolishly? I mean, I get that they have like a faith and trust, that their party's going to win and all that, but have they acted foolishly? Another card of indecision. Okay, Five of Cups. The powers that be behind the Republican Party are like, wait, I don't like what's in this cup. I don't, so I don't like this candidate. I don't like that candidate. I'm not liking any of these candidates. And then we take the bottom of the deck. They're in for a ruthless battle. Here they are looking back like, oh my gosh, was this worth it? Did we make a mistake? And so what I'm going to predict right now is that the Republican Party is in panic. It's in chaos. They don't know which way to go, which gives the Democrats an actual advantage because they have a clear strategy going forward, right? Kamala has a clear strategy. She knows what she needs to do, and she will be capable of doing a debate, speaking up, speaking her mind, getting her values, which I think is for most of us, our values, right? The American people's values, voice, right? Caring about women's freedoms, equal rights, financial equality, having our economy bounce back even more. Because look how much it's bounced back under Biden. I mean, this is amazing. Look at the numbers now. They're fantastic. And so, she is picking up the baton from a presidency that has left her in a very good position, right? So she's in a great position. Whereas I think the Republicans are now really panicking and they don't know which way to go. But what I will tell you from this is that I do feel Trump is going to have a major health event. It did feel cardiac, like a heart attack in nature. But not passing. I don't see him passing. I don't see him dying, okay? And I see that they're going to have to make up their mind which way to go. And it will be interesting to see if it's two women running against each other when everything is said and done. But they have not made up their minds. And I just want to, bring that to everyone's attention. And then we'll end up on a good note, as always, with a 3-card pull. The next video that's going to come out is me answering your questions. I'm taping it right after this. So that will come out Saturday. Okay. So let's take a peek here. We'll use the Angels and Auras deck. So take a nice deep breath. Ask yourself, what do you need to know right now? And I'm just going to take the top 3 cards. Okay, so which one do you feel drawn to? And just use your gut. Don't overthink it. 1, 2, or 3. And you can pause the video if you want to. Here we go. Number 1 is law of attraction. So start putting out what you want to attract. And I think for all of us too, as a collective, this is a great message. Do not put out the fear. Put out what you want to attract, right? Put out, if you're watching my channel, chances are you want Kamala to win. So that's what you put out. But if for those of you trying to manifest a house, a new relationship, better health, whatever, put that out there. Action, thought, feeling, diligence, right? So be diligent about this. Do the law of attraction work every day. Take my manifesting course. It's only $9.99 and it's like amazing. I teach you how to jump timelines. That's how I've manifested everything I've gotten. Focus on your feelings. Notice when you're having, certain feelings. Watch your thoughts and take action when you need to. Number 2, blessing in disguise. So often that's true, right? Like we think a door has closed and we get all bummed out. And then it ends up like, oh my gosh, if I had taken that job or been with that person, then this, and this would have happened. So sometimes things were just meant to not happen. So have trust, revelation. There's something that you're going to learn about this situation, significance, and surprise. So this isn't something that you're expecting, but it'll be good in the end, right? And then focus on your health. So important, especially, if you're feeling stressed, anxious, you're all work and no play. So wellness, active, radiant, nourishment, other words. So yeah, focus on your wellness. Be active as you can be. Go for a walk, do some yogas. Be radiant, right? So drink good, clean water, eat foods of a light vibration, lots of fruits and veggies, and nourishment. Nourish not just your body, but, your soul and your mental, well-being. Nourish yourself at every level. So, all right, everyone, I hope that this was helpful and gave you a little insight to what I have been seeing behind the scenes. And like I said, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, hit the subscribe button. If you want a reading, DianaAquarius.com, and check out membership. The link is below. Bye, everybody.